In the first part of Avatar, we see a man named Jack. It was shown that he was in a port. Actually, it was a spaceport which used to travel in space. Jack had regained consciousness here after a long time. In this port, almost Jack was sleeping for 6 years. Jack's both legs were paralyzed. Now here it was not clear that Jack is paralyzed. So what is he doing in space? And why was he brought here in this condition? But only then we can see some scenes of the past, which removes all the confusion that Jack had a twin brother who was a very good scientist and he wanted to go to space. He was very fond of discovering new things, but he had a fight with some people. He was killed for some money. NASA also spent a lot to send him to space. So Jack didn't want all this money to be wasted. That's why he wanted to fulfill his brother's dream. And he decides that he himself will go to space instead of him. Jack, who was completely paralyzed from below his waist, spent more on his treatment than he thought. That's why he had a hope that the mission he was going on, if he succeeds in it, he will be given a lot of money, which he can use to treat his legs. This work was also very hardworking. No doubt he didn't have legs, but he was very kind-hearted and very strong. He was sure of himself that he would do it. But it turned out that the planet where they are going, which is about 26 miles away from here, the planet whose name is Pandora, there is oxygen on that planet, but it was not at all suitable for humans to live. With Jack, all the people who were going to go, they all get together at one place. Here they all meet their leader. Here their leader begins to explain to them that how you people have to face the conditions there, and even if there is a strange kind of creature there, then how to kill it. Here Jack met a man where he found out that their training was done together for 3 years. That's why there was a lot in both of them. Here the same man shows Jack his incarnation. He tells that in this incarnation, along with the DNA of humans, the DNA of those creatures were also mixed, which used to live on that planet where they were going. All of them had their project started. But then the leader of this project comes there, and after talking to them, she goes straight to the head of this project, who was a businessman and he had started this project. She started asking him that what was the purpose of bringing Jack here so far. Then the head said that there is no matter in this. He is just smart. He shows a very precious stone to the head lady and said that this stone which you can see, which will be found on the same Pandora planet, and the price of this stone is 100 crores per kg. That is, its 10 grams is going to be sold for 1 crore. That's why you let it happen very quietly, which is happening here. In the next scene, we see that Jack is sent to a strange machine here, through which he goes into the avatar, that is, the clone that was made like the creature here. It means that he was shifted to the body of the avatar. After coming to the body of the avatar, he began to look very happy. Along with his long ears, he also had a long tail. He also had such a small one, which was going to open a lot of secrets in the future. After doing this, Jack met the same colonel who was giving instructions to everyone. Jack praises him a lot because Jack was in the army before, so at that time all his activities were very good. The colonel also told Jack that you can go very far. Go to the planets there and spend as much time as possible, because the more time you spend with them, the more they will start trusting you. The colonel said to Jack that you also know that the head of this project also wants that we can remove as many stones as possible. So we will have to remove all those creatures from there, and if you do this work, then it will be a good thing. But if you can't do anything like this in 3 months, then we will have to attack helplessly and the war will start, because even if we lose our lives, we have to keep this stone. He says to Jack that in return for this, I will also get your legs repaired. Hearing this, Jack agrees. It is shown that these people have reached that planet. As soon as Jack went there, who had now converted into an avatar, he was looking very happy. As soon as he got down in the jungles there and started touching things, then he saw that there were strange, poor kinds of big animals there. A strange animal chases Jack. In his rescue, Jack jumps into a waterfall from a great height, but due to this incident, Jack was separated from his team. After a while, we saw that Jack breaks one of the woods there and makes it hollow so that he can protect himself from the animals here. On top of that, the team also looks for him a lot, but they couldn't see Jack anywhere. Jack's whole team decides to go back thinking that this planet is very dangerous, and it is possible that Jack has been killed so far, but Jack was digging in the jungle. Then we see that a female was looking at him like Jack's clone. Actually, this lady was the creature of this planet, whose name was Netri. She was about to shoot Jack with an arrow when a flower-like creature sits on his arrow. After seeing this, she changes her decision immediately and leaves. Now, as soon as night falls, there are a lot of dangerous creatures of this planet behind Jack, and they start moving forward to attack him. But Jack starts trying to fight them while lighting a torch in his rescue. When Netri comes there and starts saving him, but during this time, some of the animals there are also killed, about which Netri gets angry. She said, I killed the animal to save you. Then Jack said, what is there to be angry about? If you were so worried about your animals, you wouldn't have saved me either. But still, Netri got angry and said that you were still a child. In response, Jack tells his resident to teach him his skill. After all, how do you fight these animals? There was a conversation going on between the two of them that there were a lot of flying creatures sitting on his body who were sitting on Netri's arrow last time. Netri was the daughter of the chief of this tribe here, so she takes Jack to her tribe. As soon as they see Jack, the people of the tribe try to kill him, but Netri starts stopping them. Then hear her words don't look good to another creature. It was the same creature that was going to become the chief of this tribe in the future. But Netri's mother, who was the queen there, started telling Netri that I give you permission. You can teach Jack things. Here on the basis of humans, we see that Jack's eyes open in the real world. That is, in the same port through which he used to go in his clone. Now that he has come to his senses here, it means that Jack's clone is sleeping in the middle of that tribe at night. Here Jack says that I have at least crossed my first step to win their trust. Everyone is very happy to hear this. This story was taken a little further and shown that now Netri starts teaching a lot of skills to Jack in the same way, such as how horses are driven. After some time, we see the leader of this project who comes to a place with his team where they had already made a small secret cabin. Now, because this cabin was present at such a place where the big mountains were flying in the air, while there was a very charming view here, Jack's training in the tribe gradually moves forward. As soon as he saw it, Jack had had a very good training. How is Jack's language spoken to him here? He learns everything slowly. How to ride horses, how to hunt there. And the biggest thing he had learned was how to love the nature here. He had learned all this. Now through the flying mountains, Netri takes Jack to such a place where he meets a very big flying creature. Netri started telling him here that there is a special thing about these birds. That is, these people choose their own rider and stay sincere with him all their lives. This creature always flies with him. He does not listen to anyone but him. But the dangerous thing is that during his choice, you have to save yourself a lot. The flying bird can even kill you in its protection. Now let's see how bravely Jack climbed on that one bird, and by mixing his little one and his little one, he climbs on it and starts flying very easily. Netri was also flying with his bird. Both were seen enjoying here a lot. They were going ahead. That's when a terrifying bird follows them, which he started trying to kill them. Both started running. After a lot of effort, both defeat that bird and save their lives from it. Coming down to the tribe, Netri started telling Jack that this was my grandfather. But grandfather used to ride. It is very difficult to ride on it. It is also believed that it can end sorrows and bring prosperity. In this way, it had been 3 months since Jack had come here to this tribe point one day. The colonel called him to himself and said that the work I had told you, it seems that you are forgetting. In response, Jack said that no, it is not like that. I did not forget. It is just a matter of tomorrow. There is an event for them there in which all the people will accept me. That is, I will also become a part of them. Then the colonel said that if you can't do this, then I will send you back to the ground. Jack said that you do not need to worry. I will shift them from that place to some other place tomorrow. The day of the event also comes inside the tribe, in which all the people, that is, all the creatures living on this Pandora planet, who look like humans, include Jack in their group. Here, Netri takes Jack to a tree called Eva, which is considered sacred by them. This tree always used to glow. Here, very lovingly, Netri started telling Jack that if you want, you can choose any lady here. Hearing this, without fear, Jack started telling Netri that I like you. Hearing this, Netri smiled, meaning the work for which Jack had met up with these tribes here, there were a lot of changes in it. And this was Jack's. And there was going to be a big problem for everyone at the base. Now, when Colonel Jack saw such an act, then the sacred tree of Eva, that is, Pandora, starts dropping it from his big bulldozer. Because now he could not bear it, and he had to finish his work as soon as possible and leave from here. After seeing this, all the people of the tribe here get very angry. After seeing this here, Jack tries to stop them a lot, but the humans were not understanding. Seeing all this, the same creature who was going to be the chief here attacks Jack, but Netri saves him. Here, the leader of this project started telling the colonel that it is not necessary to harm their trees. Drop their trees and get the stone. Who knows? The stone is on the other side. By then, Jack had also come. He started explaining to the colonel, and he also tells the head of this project that why do you people need this stone? The people of the tribe down there like nature a lot. They will die, but they will never leave from here. The colonel started saying that it does not matter to us. If they do not leave, then I have already told you that we will have a great war. That is, the war will happen tomorrow. The leader tries to explain to them a lot, but the businessman was not listening. He just gives them a small chance that all of you can go back to your avatar and you can deal with them. Here you people have the last chance left. The leader lady of this project and all the other people go back to their own avatar and go back to that planet where Jack tells everyone the truth that I was sent here so that I can get you people out of this place because they needed some important things from here. After hearing this, the ground shakes like the feet of the colonel. She gets very upset. Screaming, she started telling Jack that you have cheated me. You trapped me in your love and kept playing with me and my people. But it was nothing like that. Jack did not want this to happen to him at all. The people who look like Pandora's people, that is, Creature, the leader of that project, and Jack capture both of them. That's when the colonel comes there with his people. Jack had told them not to do this, but they did not listen to him. As soon as they saw him, the people of the tribe attacked them. But the people of the tribe were able to do so much with their arrows and bows. There was no difference on humans. When the people of the tribe do not move back, the colonel starts bombing them, and there is fire everywhere. There is laughter all around. The people of the tribe start crying out of fear. At the same time, a female creature who was the mother of Netri, that is, the queen there, came to Jack and opened it and said to save our lives. But in the meantime, the largest tree of Colonel Pandora also falls, which was considered their sacred tree. The atmosphere of fear had become in the hearts of all the people. They were being treated so badly that this sight would force us to cry. Everyone was very sad. They were getting very angry. In this attack, the father of Netri, that is, the leader of this tribe, also dies. The head of this project orders the businessman to arrest Jack and the leader of this project. But then a lady soldier comes from among them who used to fly the plane with him. She comes there and helps him to save him. Now all the people of this tribe secretly run away from here. there. But in the meantime, the colonel had seen them. Due to his firing, the leader of Jack's project is shot. Now because Jack had come again in his incarnation because he was brought to the same place, that is, the same cabin where his secret cabin was on the mountain. But Jack sees here that all the people of this tribe have gone to some other place. At this time, Jack was looking at the same place, that is, the same view where his sacred tree used to be. He felt that Jack the traitor has run away from here and he will never come to help them. But this time Jack had come on the same bird that had attacked him last time. The ancestors of Netri had believed that whoever rides on this bird will be able to bring prosperity here. Seeing this, everyone is very happy with Jack, and now they started believing in Jack. They had found out that Jack had not run away from us, but now he has come to help us. Seeing this, Netri is also very happy. Jack kept his proposal here and said that one of my companions has been injured. Is there any way to save him? Then they told him that yes, if he comes back in this avatar, that is, in the clone made by you, then there are chances that she can survive because our Eva Ma will definitely hear our call. Here everyone starts praying to their Eva Ma, but despite this, they still cannot save her life and she dies. Then Jack gets very angry and announces, here in this tribe that now we all will fight against the colonel and all the people of the tribe. Accept his words. Here the colonel's air was tight because he was being scared somewhere because his number had increased a lot. But the problem for Jack was that the colonel had very big warships and advanced weapons were also present. But the people of Jack and the tribe did not have anything other than an arrow. But Jack did not pay much attention to this because he knew this planet well, that the natures here are intertwined, so he will fight them without backing up. Jack goes to that Eva Ma tree and he started telling her that please try to help us. I admit that it is my mistake that I came here with some other intention, but now I am a part of this earth because I do not want to let the colonel die like this. Here the colonel had attacked with big warships. It was shown that he was now mad with anger and had brought the whole army with him. He had decided to shoot towards the same tree, that is, the sacred tree. But before that, the creatures of this planet come, who had prepared their horses. Jack had also boarded the same bird. They all had an arrow, which was used to attack the people of the colonel. But the people of the colonel were still heavy on them because they were being suppressed with advanced weapons and skills. But the creatures flying above had a lot of strength because they kept their willpower ahead of everyone. But the colonel had now started attacking a lot of creatures there. That's when the fighter pilot comes, but before she could save Jack, the colonel starts firing at her as well, which causes the pilot, that is, her bird, to be injured. It had started to rain blood here. There had been a lot of devastation. Because of this firing, the new chief of this tribe was also killed, who used to make fun of Jack. Now the colonel's target was on the same sacred tree because he wanted to attack that tree and control these people. The pilot was also very scared inside the jungle. But even here, the former colonel was able to attack this other sacred tree, that is, Ma Eva. Jack's call to Eva Ma is accepted. That is, Eva Ma had accepted her request, which now a lot of big birds start coming here, which were not being affected. Many kinds of hidden animals come out of the jungle, which directly attack humans. Now the whole throne had turned upside down here. Now the atmosphere of fear had become in the hearts of humans. The ship from which these people were going to attack that sacred tree. Jack makes an explosion in the engine of that ship, which destroys the whole ship and saves the tree. After this, Jack had gone mad with anger and did the same with the colonel's ship and destroyed his ship. But with a lot of confidence, the colonel with that robot jumps straight down from the ship. But Jack had escaped with the help of trees. Then the colonel saw the same cabin in which Jack is sleeping in his port and has gone inside his clone. That's why he thinks that by attacking this, he will end Jack's story. He could have done it now. That Netri also comes there. She starts fighting with a creature which kills the creature. That's when Jack comes there. Jack was now fighting with the colonel to save his human version. But the colonel catches Jack's pigtail and lifts it up in the air. Here, as soon as the colonel tried to kill Jack, suddenly Netri shoots his arrow, which goes straight to the colonel. The other also shoots the arrow and Netri stops the colonel's breath. That is, this time the colonel's work is over. As soon as this happened, Jack became unconscious because he was also badly injured. Now, when Jack sleeps in the clone body or becomes unconscious, he had to come back to his human version. Here, the air of this planet was a little different. That's why he couldn't breathe, asterisk. But at the same time, Netri comes and puts on his oxygen mask, which makes him breathe. Both smile here because Netri saved Jack's life, and Jack had saved Netri's planet. In the last scene of the story, we see that the remaining humans are sent to Earth and along with Jack, along with his companions and some selected people. Some doctors were also left who were going to live with these creatures. Here we are shown that Jack and his clone were brought in front of the same Eva Ma tree, which all the people pray together in the same avatar character, and now he will live with Netri and on this planet forever. This is where the first story of the Avatar movie ends.